Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of our Churn Prediction Project series. My name is Edongesit Samson, and I'm excited to walk you through the first step in building a real-world churn prediction model. In this episode, we'll be laying the foundation, understanding the problem, the dataset, and the journey ahead. Why is churn prediction important? Why does it matter? So churn prediction is critical for any business that relies on customer retention. As you know, it costs significantly more to acquire new customers than to retain them. Imagine spending millions on campaigns to get new customers and then losing them. So you find out that it is wise to retain these customers than trying to plan for a new campaign. All right. So loss of customers equals loss of revenue. Like I said, retaining existing customers is often more cost effective than acquiring new ones. All right. So by predicting churn early, businesses can proactively reach out, offer incentives, or make changes that prevent customers from leaving. This can have a huge impact on revenue and long-term growth. So you see, early churn prediction helps in proactive engagement and retention strategies. You have to find out what are those likely factors that makes customers to go away and not come back. What can make them to, shop once and then they never return. So you find out what those factors are and you try to work on them. By so doing, you retain your customers, and that means business growth, increased business growth, and revenue as well. So this is crucial for almost all industries. In fact, all industries. All right, like the telecom, the e-commerce, and many other industries. Okay. So what's the objective of this project we are about to do? So in this project, we'll be working on predicting customer churn for an e-commerce platform. The industry we'll be working on this project is e-commerce platform. All right. As time goes on, we'll see other projects on the engineering sector, healthcare, etc., etc. But for this very project, we are working on predicting a customer churn for an e-commerce platform. Okay. So the goal is to analyze key factors contributing to customer churn. Like I've said, what are those things that makes customers to go away after maybe visiting our business place for the first time or buying a certain product, and then they go away and then they never return. So we are going to find out what those factors are from this data set. And after finding out what those factors are, we will now then build a predictive model to identify customers that are likely to churn. All right, there's a saying that prevention is better than cure, right? Okay, so in this case, we are going to build a predictive model that will help us know in advance customers that are more likely to churn, so that the management can take, actions to mitigate that loss. All right. So we'll be analyzing the data, uncovering insights, and building a predictive model, like I've said. Ultimately, the objective is to provide actionable recommendations that can help the business reduce churn and improve customer retention. All right. We are not just writing code. Data science is not coding. Data science is actually solving a problem, a real world problem. All right. So translating that code to meaningful problem solutions. Okay, that's the whole essence of data science, solving problems. So we will not just be writing code, we will not just be applying statistical analysis, doing statistical analysis, EDN, and all of that for nothing. The aim is to come up with insight that can help, grow business. The dataset we are using contains various customer level information. But before I talk about the information, I got this dataset from Kaggle. All right, I'll put the link to the dataset in the description of this video. All right, so but the dataset contains customer demographic, transaction histories, and engagement metrics. All right, so the key features are we have the gender, behavioral data, that is customer behavioral data, customer preferences and satisfaction data, logistic and location data, churn label, 0 for customers that are active, and then 1 for customers that have left. All right, so that is that for the data introduction. And then what to expect in this series. Okay, so this is just the beginning. Over the next few episodes, we'll explore the data, clean it, extract insights, identify churn factors using statistical method, feature engineering, building predictive models, hyperparameter tuning, model evaluation, and all of that. So I will not bombard you with all of that at once in a single video. So I have segmented this series into episode. All right. So the episode 1, which is this very video, is the introduction and dataset overview, where you have your problem statement, which I have stated before, and the objective, what we want to achieve by the end of this series. All right, by the end of the project, what we want to achieve. We won't just be coding. No, we should have a structured map. All right, so the next video will be episode 2, and that video will be doing data pre-processing and exploratory data analysis. All right, so we'll be importing the data, clean it, look at outliers, missing values, and all of that. And then in episode 2, we will be doing statistical analysis of churn, that is univariate analysis, to get insights on the elements of churn. All right. And then in episode 4, we'll still be doing statistical analysis of churn, but this time around it will be bivariate analysis. All right. So in episode 5, feature engineering. In episode 6, model building and evaluation, where we'll be talking about supervised learning models, hyperparameter tuning, model evaluation, and all of that. So you'll see how we'll get to choose the best machine learning algorithm for this problem. I assure you this will be fun. Episode 6, we'll look at interpretation and insights. All the insights we've gotten from the statistical analysis, model building, and evaluation, we will look at them and see how it addresses the business problem at hand, and then the insights we have gathered and recommendations on how to move the business forward. Remember, that is the most important aspect of everything that we'll be doing, getting insights and making recommendations that will solve the problem. All right, not just the actual coding, knowing how to code. So it's not just about coding from SQL.processing, import this, import that, pd.this.that. No, what from everything we have done, what are the insights? What have you discovered, and how can you solve the problem? That's the most important thing. And then in episode 8, we look at the series recap. We will summarize everything we've done from 1 to the very end. This is what you have to expect. So after you finish this series, this are what you learn. You learn how to approach a churn prediction problem from start to finish. I assure you, after going through this series and participating actively, note you are not just to watch and then you go and sleep. No, I will provide you with the data set. You watch, and after each episode, you try to, you try your best to see how you can redo everything we've done in the video. This will really, really help you. And then after that, you see key techniques in data cleaning, exploratory data analysis, statistical testing, and modeling. You see various techniques which you can use them as your building block if you are new to this, or you can add it to your library of techniques. And then you get practical skills to apply machine learning in real business problem, I assure you. All right, this is where the rubber hits the road. Applying the theory, to solving real business problem. All right, so these are the packages you get after these series, and this is just the beginning. We'll be moving to even more advanced concepts. We'll be using deep learning, CNN, recurrent neural network, and other deep learning architectures to solve more advanced problems. But for now, let's start from the basics. All right, the tools we are going to use: these libraries: pandas, numpy, matplotlib, seaborn, sklearn, stats model, sgboost, lightgbm, jupyter notebook. So let's start with those basics first. As we advance, we'll add more tools like mlflow, airflow, and tensorflow, keras, and the rest of them. All right, so let's start with this. Hit that subscribe button. Tell me how you feel, what you are expecting, how eager you are about this series in the comment section. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified of subsequent episodes. Thank you.